Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start off with some prices. So it seems as though Bitcoin woke up and chose violence, almost hitting $30,000 on the 24-hour right now. I'm waiting to see if we can clear 32K, because that will solidify us running to about roughly 40K plus. And as we do look at XRP, significant rebound on XRP. You know, I've seen a lot of people complaining about price. I kept telling you guys, listen, as we look at the price right now, it's either you look at it as an opportunity or, you know, that's it, right? Like, I don't really care for people being negative about price action. You know, the rolling is still very new. I know that a lot of people are looking at it, it's like, oh, it's been a month. Like, I thought XRP would have been at $1 or $100. Like, people were crazy about the price action after the lawsuit. Like, I've seen people calling for some crazy prices. Remember, like, a lot of those higher prices, it's all coming with utilization, and utility is going to be the thing that shines the most for those prices. But as we do look at XRP right now, like I said, significant bounce off about roughly 60 cents. There's a lot of support right back here. I mean, honestly, this is a huge moment for XRP to see if we can clear 66 cents, because remember, 66 cents was the big breaker point. We hit resistance right around May of 2022 before selling off rapidly. We've tapped it in the past as well before big run-ups. For an example, here's the summer of 2021 before we ran up to about roughly $1.42. Even back in the April timeframe of 2021, when we went all the way up to almost $2, you could see that we tapped it back in February, sold off, and then we finally tried to tap it a little bit, but then we broke right through it, and that's what pushed us to almost $2. But you could see how significant this is as resistance even December of 2020 before the lawsuit. Boom, sold off. It's also candle body closes on the daily back in November of 2020 when we did wick as high as like almost 80 cents. And if you go all the way back in time, you can see how significant this is as resistance. So as we look at the 66 cent zone, if we can cross that, break over it, by the way, I'm recording this a little bit earlier. This will go up about roughly 4 hours later. So the price action is most likely going to change. But if we can get a significant break over this, I do expect us to get a retest of that high. And ultimately, we want to see a break over 80 cents. And then clear 92 cents. 92 cents is going to be the big moment. But with that being said, let's dive in and let's look at a few things. So first off, for all those XRP holders out there, beware of the fake news. Jeremy Hogan, attorney Jeremy 1, is actually posting it. He's even saying that this SEC posting is fake. So I've been seeing this going around over on Twitter. Remember, engagement equals monetization. A lot of these people that have massive followings, that, you know, they're doing whatever they're doing to get clicks, a lot of it is fake. It's nonsense. Make sure that you are following the right people. We do see, but that being said, if the SEC is going to file an interlocutory appeal, I would expect it to be filed this week. And yeah, I mean, this week could very well be pretty big for this announcement. We are waiting for it. I think that everyone has been waiting patiently for it. Now, of course, with this, you know, I do think that we are headed towards some pretty significant times around crypto. September is also a pretty big month because we do get the report from the FSB with the IMF, the BIS, and the G20. That is on global regulations. It's a framework. They even, you know, confirmed 100% that crypto regulations will be in place globally by the end of 2025. So, you know, that's what I'm really kind of looking at. I'm waiting for that framework to come out. That's going to be pretty significant, but we could also, you know, focus on this as well in the short term. But yeah, this is going to be pretty significant. Now, also from Ripple posted this article. This is SME cross-border payments, a growth opportunity for banks. SMEs make up 90% of the world's businesses, but they are hindered by the inefficiencies of cross-border payments. It's clear there is a big opportunity in blockchain-based small business payments. Now, remember what I have said. If you've been around for a while in this space, then you know of line of credit. Line of credit is a solution that Ripple still uses and offers actually for SMEs, where they basically say, hey, we could give you line of credit through XRP. And it allows them to free up working capital. It allows them to, you know, have credit that banks are turning them away from. So that's a huge area of opportunity, especially for SMEs, considering that the fact that they make up 90% of the world's businesses. Now, Chad Steingraber actually posted this article as well, and he's quoting the article, and it says, "It's go time." And we do see the quote, "Suggests that the starting gun is about to sound. In a race to close this gap, banks can gain a competitive advantage by using digital assets and blockchain to improve payment offerings for SMEs." Now, listen, I'm going to agree with your frustration, because I already know that there's going to be a large amount of you out there saying, "Nick, we've heard this time and time again. It's go time. The race is on. It's going to happen. It's happening. It's blah, blah, blah." And I get it, right? We have to wait. We have to be patient. Nobody likes waiting. But I want you guys to understand that this market is forward thinking. You're not entering this market on Monday to exit by Friday. And if you are, I want to tell you right now, you're guaranteed to fail. You're not going to get rich quick. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is investing. Investing is forward thinking. Things are happening. Yes, it's taking time. Yes, we have to be patient. But did you think that the greatest wealth transfer in history is going to happen overnight? No, it's not. But things are moving very fast behind the scenes. And it's something that, personally speaking, being an XRP holder, I'm so damn excited about. Now, also over here, we see from Ripple, SME cross-border payments, a growth opportunity for banks. So within this article, we did get a significant amount of information. They did talk about small, medium-sized enterprises make up 90% of the world's businesses and are crucial contributors to many regional economies. While traditional banking infrastructure and financial services have yet to meet their growing B2B cross-border payments needs, there is a vast opportunity for banks to tap into this lucrative customer base. Ripple's latest white paper, Big Opportunity in Small Business Payments, suggests that the starting gun is about to sound in a race to close this gap. Banks can gain a competitive advantage by using digital assets and blockchain to improve payment offerings for SMEs. Some 90% of European Payment Council members believe blockchain will transform the payments industry by 2025. So the opportunity is clear. Market share is ripe for the taking. And yes, like this is 90% of those members. Like that's significant. And if we look at 2025, that is roughly a year and a half away. And I want to ask you right now, is it worth waiting a year and a half to see the big significant change happen? There's people out there that are waiting patiently for retirement, waiting until they're 60, 66 years old. And honestly, I would argue that some younger generations will never even see retirement. So to me personally, like, I don't understand the idea of rushing an investment. If you invest into XRP back in 2015, it is coming up on a 10-year time frame for 2025. Think about that. Most people are waiting 40 plus years to retire, and you're telling me that you can't wait 5, 10 years? Maybe even another year and a half, 2 years? To me personally, the greatest wealth transfer in history will happen. It's going to take time, and many will miss out on it because of impatience, short-sightedness. They don't actually see the value here. And we do see SMEs' need for speed. The pandemic boosted the global profile for SMEs. A recent Citi report highlights their expansive role in mitigating supply chain disruptions. And MasterCard's 2022 Borderless Payments report finds that 58% of SMEs are sending and receiving more cross-border payments now than they were before 2020. This has played out across the world as nearly 3/4 of companies in India have increased their use of cross-border payments, as have 70% in Mexico, 2/3 in Saudi Arabia, and more than 60% in China and the US. And we know that Ripple is making a lot of noise in India, and also they have been making noise in Mexico for a very long time. Unfortunately, and despite the estimated $110 trillion value attributed to the B2B payments market, the white paper reveals small business customers remain underserved by most financial institutions, from slow processing times to high transaction charges and a lack of payments transparency, cross-border flows, and plagued with inefficiencies that SMEs frankly cannot afford. And this is the big thing, right? Like, a lot of people question why banks would ever utilize private technology anyways. This is why. They will lose market share because as you look at SMEs, the big businesses, they want to utilize efficient technology. Even if they're small business customers, they still bring in a significant amount of volume. 90% are SMEs. Think about that. So why would they utilize traditional financial institutions when they are plagued with all these inefficiencies, when they can go over here to private technology through Ripple, right? And have those efficiencies that everyone has been talking about forever around blockchain and crypto. These efficiencies are game changing, especially for SMEs that could unlock trapped capital. Cash flow. Cash flow is big, especially with a lot of these efficiencies. I mean, this will change the game for SMEs. This is why banks need to tap into private companies like Ripple and their solutions, which ultimately utilizes crypto and blockchain, aka XRP. We do see today, cross-border transaction providers often require SMEs to pre-fund accounts in local currencies while they wait for global payments to settle, tying up working capital that could be better used in other areas of their business. The days or weeks it takes for transactions to clear can also make it harder for SMEs to handle global payments management. On-risk compliance and regulatory requirements only add greater friction to the global payments. And yeah, it's a big problem. And you know what? We even do see here, like, while 63% of SMEs still prefer traditional banking methods to support their financial needs, these frustrations and decades-long lack of improvements may be causing their patience to run thin. Slightly more than half of SMEs have already turned to fintech providers to carry out banking or payment services as more alternatives become available. Those that deploy real-time, low-cost, and trackable cross-border payment solutions have the best chance to attract and retain SMEs and grow their own customer portfolio, which is why I say, like, there's going to be a wave of adoption for Ripple and XRP. Because listen, yes, there's other solutions out there, but Ripple has been around for well over a decade, connecting with massive financial institutions, major banks, SMEs, you name it, building out their name and their reputation around the world as a leader around cross-border payments and even SME business opportunities. So to me personally, like, Ripple has skin in the game. And, you know, they've been utilizing this technology forever. So it's tried, tested, and true. And down here, we do see the pathway to growth. They do talk a little bit more about this. One of the biggest things that I see here is payments technology powered by crypto and blockchain can help banks revolutionize cross-border payment systems for SMEs, providing them the efficiency, interoperability, and transparency they're demanding. Banks that can provide faster, more affordable cross-border payments will be able to access the $110 trillion B2B payments market by enabling SMEs to thrive in the global economy. And we do see at the same time, Ripple Payments was built to arm financial institutions with accessible on-ramps to support SMEs and acquire new customers. Incorporating new technologies, especially those that offer better prices and improved user experience, is key to boosting their bottom line and expanding their global footprint. And yeah, this is huge for those financial institutions. And we do see banks can lead on payment innovation. As the global economy continues to evolve, SMEs are well at the forefront of transformative change, driving the demand for improved cross-border payment solutions. By embracing a solution with crypto and blockchain at the center, financial institutions can overcome the pain points associated with cross-border payments, fostering a new era of efficiency, transparency, and collaboration. The result will be a thriving ecosystem where SMEs can maximize their part in the global economy and financial institutions can establish themselves as pioneers of innovative payment solutions. With ample room for advancement, now is the time for financial institutions to lead the way and satisfy SME demands in unprecedented ways, reshaping the future of cross-border commerce for the better. And you know what? This is significant to mention because, listen, if they do not satisfy the SME, demands, guess what? They will look at the private fintech players like Ripple. Because this technology is game-changing, especially around their business model, unlocking trapped capital. There's $27 trillion out there in Nostro accounts that could be unlocked through this. Think about how much money is tied up in SME business flows. This is game-changing, and it's a $110 trillion opportunity. And we do see over here within this article, or within this PDF file from this article, the race is on to meet surging SME demand for better B2B cross-border payments. And they're talking about this by 2027, right? Like, this market's expected to grow to $250 trillion, right? And 110 trillion of that is expected to be B2B payments market value by 2027. That is absolutely massive. And we even do see SMEs may be a sleeping giant with respect to utilizing improved financial services, and these smaller enterprises offer a clear growth opportunity for banks. And yeah, like, this is a massive opportunity. And you know what? Ripple is cornering this market at such a perfect time. They're becoming the go-to tech stack for this as well. They've been around forever. They are the only major company around that's been doing this for well over a decade. They've been building out their solutions. The technology, like I said, is already tested. It's been tested within massive markets. The ledger that is here, the XRP ledger, has been around for well over a decade as well. And like I said, within the cross-border payment sector on Ripple's website, settlement in seconds, not days, all of this is through XRP. Now, mind you, is on-demand liquidity going to cause XRP to surge in value? No, but it can build out a floor. Then you mix in retail, then you mix in the XRP ledger use cases, then you mix in tokenization, then you mix in the transactional, flows. All of this combined is significant demand of XRP as a token. It demands a higher value XRP, and it builds out a floor, a stable price for XRP that is essentially only up. That's significant to mention. And I do think that mass adoption of this type of technology is coming. Whether it be in a year, 2 years, maybe even 5 years down the road, which I don't think that we have to wait 5 years, but I'm just saying, I am totally fine with that. Like I said, you have people that are comfortable working 40 plus years to retire. This is how you get there much faster, being at the forefront of an absolute massive technology transformation. One that for the first time in history, the retail sector is a part of before the big money institutions are even in. They are getting ready. The opportunity is here, and it is massive. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. This was up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are on this video. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.